Simple beauties all around us. If you want to start to feel happy, it starts with you wanting to feel happy. So short circuit those negative thoughts. And when you start to feel bad, when you start to find yourself gossiping, feeling guilty, feeling angry, feeling whatever it is you're feeling that's negative, turn that around. Force yourself to think positively, do positive things. And while it doesn't feel right at first, keep going. You're on the right path. Golden nugget number 2, the antidote to anxiety.
Woo!
Is that people waste a lot of
11, paint your vision, family.
fretting about things that they cannot control. Go back to Covey's principle. Circle of concern, circle of influence. Focus only on those things in the circle of influence. Everything else in the circle of concern, you can't control.
Dreamers, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, TGIF. Another blessed and grateful day, sending blessings, light, love, and abundance to all of you. I hope you guys had a great week so far, and I'm so excited because I've seen a lot of going on already this week, and trust me, this is going to be a summer to remember. A lot of greatness, ka-chings, withdrawals, traveling, a lot of things that are working behind the scenes that are coming into this summer, towards the end of summer. So get ready. A lot of great announcements. But Dream Team, as you guys can see, today is Friday, July 7th, and we are diving into a great topic, a topic that I want to go ahead and give and share to everybody. This is something that I got this morning, right, from one of our mentors. And I'm telling you, caused a little shift, right? And the visual today is going to allow us to go ahead and break down what seems like a huge problem, right? How many of us have turned some, think about it, they call it molehills into mountains. So today we're actually going to do the opposite. We're going to take these problems that seem like mountains, we're going to turn them into molehills. We're going to take these problems that seem like icebergs, and we're going to break them down into ice cubes. So this is a big one. So with no further ado, let's get into today's topic, Dreamers. Before we do, as always, let's get a little bit of gratitude down below. What's everybody grateful for coming into the Friday? How are we feeling? How has this week been so far? Give me one word to go ahead and describe your week, how your week has been, how you guys are feeling for today. Let me know. Drop it down below, and let's get today rocking and rolling. Here we go. It's game time. Shane Talina in the building. Another abundant day. You already know. IG. Let's get to it. How to break the ice in life. Here we go. This is a good one. Awesome. So Dream Team, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm thankful to be able to be on here with everybody tapped in. It's actually pretty crazy. Yesterday, we finished up the journal, so we had to go ahead and actually whip out another one. I actually took one of my journals here's a funny story, right? I was looking around for a new journal that I could go ahead and start, see if I had anything around the house to go ahead and really ink up and get into, because I hadn't had a chance to order my Moon Star yet, right? So I wanted something that I can go ahead and at least get in for today, the next couple of days, until I go ahead and switch out. And I was looking around, and this is actually one of my books. Jojo tapped in. Happy Friday. So check this out, right? This inside of here, this is one of my special journals. I only write like really powerful entries inside here. Cedric, I see you. So this is way back December 24th, 2021. This is the same notebook that I actually wrote my congratulations letter way back in 2021. I wrote my first page right here. And on the very end of the book, on the flip side, I actually wrote this year's congratulations letter. So it's actually all lies inside of this journal. So it's pretty cool to see. So I decided, let me go ahead and ink up. Let me get day 350 right inside of here. So what day inside of the challenge is everybody on getting your gratitude, getting your journaling down below? As you guys can see, I'm right here. I'm running every step with you guys. A leader is going to talk about it. A leader is going to show you. A boss is going to talk about it. So day 350 documented down. This is the key, family. And today, I'm going to give us all a visualization. I'm going to give us all a training that we can go ahead and do some homework today to really dig deep and identify what are some of the icebergs in our life, and how can we go ahead and knock them and break them into ice cubes? Because I promise you, they're not as big, they're not as monstrous as a lot of us tend to make them seem. So here we go. Dream Team, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm grateful for the growth, and I'm grateful for everything that is here and to come on the way. Johnny, Shane, let's go. Day 381. I'm proud of you, brother. That is absolutely Phenomenal. Congratulations. You're doing amazing. All right, dreamers, you ready? So here was the training that we got this morning. Okay. He talked about a lot of us, it's so easy in life. Okay. A lot of us have problems. A lot of us have life that those curveballs. A lot of us have wins, right? Jim Rohn talks about everybody has wins, but it's how we go out and actually direct our sales. So today is going to allow us possibly to go ahead and see things in a completely different light. You ready? So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to icebergs, what are some problems in your life, right? What are some areas that you can think right now that you feel has been heavy, that you might feel like has been just weighing you down, right? Inside of the movie, the Titanic, right? We all think about the famous movie. There's an iceberg that can literally crack the boat. And what happens when a boat is cracked? It's almost like it feels like we're scooping water out, but at the same time, it keeps getting back filled up, right? Drop a 5 down below if you guys know what that feeling feels like. If you feel like you're scooping the water out, but it just seems like there's a couple holes and it keeps on getting into the boat somehow, right? Let me drop my 5s down below because I know what that feels like. So today, I want to go ahead and allow us to shift. Okay, everything is about changing our perspective. Change the way we see things, the way we see things change. So I want you guys to just think about it right now. Okay, imagine we're in this beautiful yacht. We're out on the, I actually had my pool guy earlier today. We were talking about trips because we're going out to Cancun on Sunday. Shout out to those going out there. But he was talking about when he went on a cruise, he went out to Antarctica, right? And he went out to Alaska and in different places, he actually saw these huge glaciers. And it actually made me think of this train too. So I was like, yo, this is perfect timing. So here we go. So I want you guys to imagine that you're out in maybe Alaska, you're out in Antarctica, this beautiful scenery, this wonderful setting, clear blue skies, and there's this massive iceberg that's sitting out in the middle, right? Well, this is exactly what happens with our life. You see, a lot of times these icebergs can allow us to feel paralyzed. These icebergs can make it seem like we have boat that keeps coming in our boat when we hit it, but in reality, we can actually break through that iceberg. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you actually look up certain type of boats, there's specific boats that are actually designed. I don't know the exact name. You got to look it up for me. I'm not a boat expert, but they're actually designed with a point to literally break and smash through icebergs. So I want you guys to think about what area of your life do you feel like that could be right here, right now? Do you feel like it's in? And think about our pillars. This goes right back to our pillars. Do you feel like the iceberg is in your family? Do you feel like it's inside of our mind? Do you feel like it's maybe in our spiritual side? Is it inside? Is it inside of our body? Right? So when we can start to identify that, this is the first step. So I want you guys to just go ahead and drop it down right now. Is it society? Is it finances? What are some of the icebergs inside of your life? Go ahead and drop it down below. Because I'm going to give you a training that we can all go and work through this together. Danielle, I see you, sis. Here we go. You ready? Stick with me. All right, so let me know what area of your life, and let's go ahead and go through this training together. Okay, so here we go. Here it is. So when you guys start learning about certain things, you start to realize at the end of the day, failure has nothing to do with a lot of times anything external. A lot of times it has to do with inside of our mind, right? The way that we perceive things. It doesn't matter how many times we failed in the past. It doesn't matter how many times we've been told no before. What matters is understanding that we have what it takes. We have within everything to go ahead and go out and get what it is that we deserve. Because half of this battle, believe it or not, is belief. It's right here inside of these 6 inches. So Einstein, I want to give you guys the story with Einstein before we get into this visual so I can allow this training to even make sense to you, okay? A lot of us, we try things a couple different times and we say, nope, that's dumb. Nope, it doesn't work. I know what that's like. I've been there, right? I've been there with so many different things. I was there with reading. I wasn't somebody who used to read in college, right? I used to look at people reading and I would say, yo, you're wasting your time. You can read all day long, but I'm still going to lap you in whatever activities that we do. Well, you know what's funny? When I got out of college and when I got around real 1%ers, right? I thought, 6 figures was a lot until I started meeting people that made 6 figures in a month, 6 figures inside of a day. When you see these things, you never think the same, right? When the brain, just like a shirt, is expanded, it never goes back to the same size. So same thing like a brain with new ideas. I started to realize like, wow, when we stretch our thinking, when we start reading books, we start getting around mentors, a lot of the things that I used to think was dumb, that I used to think didn't work, actually, there's a reason why only 5% of people get it. I said that about I thought grounding was a joke. I thought sun gazing. Why are people going to waste time to go look at the sun? Why do people even care if their toothpaste has fluoride? Why are you going to go even change your deodorant because it has aluminum? None of these things made sense to me until I started to become aware of all of these wealthy hacks. Okay. So at the beginning, did journaling work for me? No. At the beginning, did writing down my gratitude work for me? No. There was never an immediate shift that just happened, boom, like this, right? Even where you guys can look on my windows, you guys can look on some of my mirrors inside of the house. I still do it, right? I write literally marker affirmations. I write goals on the sides of my walls, on the sides of my mirrors and my chalkboard up here, right? And I started at the beginning to understand why people do this, but at first, it didn't make sense. But when you start studying the brain, when you start realizing we have a conscious mind, we have a subconscious mind, whatever we think about most of the time, we become. And our subconscious mind is 30,000 times stronger than our conscious mind. You see, I didn't know that getting out of college. So when I was doing my journaling, my gratitude, my affirmations, the visualization, when I became aware of the little details, then things started to make sense. You guys ever done things in your life, you don't know why you do it, but you do it you kind of do it halfway, but then you start to understand a little bit more, and now you actually take more action because you feel confident, because you understand it better. That's how almost anything that we do works. The better understanding that we have, the more confidence that we have within, guess what? The more action that we take. So I became obsessed with actually going out and learning, getting more confidence, getting more knowledge, getting more wisdom to actually go out and apply. So just because we did it 2, 3, 4, 5 times and it didn't work, we don't see the results yet, does not mean it's not compounding. And I'll give you the perfect example before I give everybody the real visualization for today. You ready? Imagine going to the gym. If you went to the gym for literally 5 days straight and you bust your butt inside of the gym, you're not going to notice the difference really. But somebody else might say that's dumb. Somebody else might understand great things take time. So Thomas Edison, took him 9,999 times. People say he failed that many times. He just said he found that many times not how to do it. So here's the visual for today. You ready? This ice block, right? Imagine this big old iceberg in the water. In order to break that down, let's go ahead and take these pillars. Let's take this problem. Let's take this big issue that we seem like is so huge in our life, and let's break it down into 50 pieces, into 50 ice cubes. Here's how we do that, okay? Whatever area that you wrote, whatever pillar that you were thinking about, let's go ahead and write 50 ways that we can go ahead and get around the iceberg, that we can break through the iceberg. So let's go ahead and role play. Let's go ahead and go through a couple of them. Let's say your spiritual side is lacking. You're just like, yo, D, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I just have this spiritual warfare. Like my emotions are everywhere, right? I feel like I have no control right now. I know what that's like. I've had that feeling over the past couple months, right? In and out. I've been there. So let me give you some ideas on how we can go ahead and get through that, how I've been able to grow through that with you. Ready? Here's a couple ideas. We can go out and maybe we can find a Bible. We can start listening to the word. We can start going out and taking walks, right? Getting out and taking a walk in nature. There's a book that's called Two Chairs, right? Where it talks about you have you, and then on the other side, you have God, you have your source, your creator, whoever that is, and you can start to learn how to talk and build that relationship, right? So say that's your spiritual side, right? Let's say your body's maybe an iceberg that you've been waiting to go ahead and break down and break through. Well, here's some things. Here's 50 ways we can go ahead and build our body for the month of July. We can start eating alkaline foods. We can start getting in some alkaline liquid, maybe getting a consistent gym schedule, maybe getting a trainer like Adam. Adam just locked in a trainer for 3 days. Shout out to you, brother. Right? Maybe taking the time to go out and get around individuals, start hanging around individuals that are actually going to the gym. Right? Get around individuals who are doing what it is that you would like to be doing, and watch how much you learn. Right? Just getting around people at the gym, you might start to realize like, wow, I didn't even know how to do that exercise. Now I actually know how to do it on my own. Isn't that funny how whatever skill set we're learning, we can actually take that and use it in a different industry, use it in a different space. If you want to learn how to trade, go get around people that know how to trade. You want to learn how to build an e-commerce store? Get around individuals who have a lot of success inside of their store. You want to go out and build a body? Get around individuals who have already built their body. You want to build your spiritual side? Let's get around those that have a very strong connection with their creator, and let's see what they do. Let's see what their daily rituals like. They pray in the morning, they pray at nighttime, they're meditating in the afternoon, they're taking time for themselves, right? So you see, whatever pillar that we want to go ahead and look at, we can identify 50 ways to get through that block. Let's keep going. We talked about the spiritual side. We talked about the body. How about the mindset, right? What's 50 ways we can develop our mindset coming in for this month? Listening to audios, right? Incorporating reading. They say if you just read for 15 minutes a day for a year, we could read 20 200-page books. How much smarter would we be if we shoved 20 200-page books of your preference, boom, in your brain? You automatically knew them just like that. Just 15 minutes a day, right? That's the mindset. Let's keep going. How about finances? Maybe an iceberg in your life, huge issue that seems like this mountainous problem is finances. Well, here's a couple ways we can build our finances coming in for this month of July, right? I can wholeheartedly tell you this. If you are not plugged into the products, if you are not utilizing, if I'm telling you right now, if you're not utilizing what we have access to right now, you are playing yourself. I can show you in every different platform, people are making money. Whether we're talking about trading, whether we're talking about building an e-commerce store, whether we're talking about going out and actually building a business and impacting other people, family, in crypto, right? We have 6 different streams alone just in cryptocurrency, right? Whether we're talking about investing, trading, there's so many areas, there's so many angles to make money right now, dreamers. There's never been a better time than to dive into, than to take advantage of digital entrepreneurship, right? To actually build a brand. You guys realize that, right? There's more eyeballs on YouTube. There's more eyeballs on these social media platforms than there is listening to the radio, than there is watching movies in movie theaters. This is where the attention is right here and right now. We can go ahead and actually make the most of it, right? And this leads to my next pillar, society. Maybe a huge iceberg inside of your life is society. Maybe it could be giving value. Maybe it might be being afraid of what other people think, addiction to approval. In fact, a lot of the fears that we all have stems down to exactly just that, addiction to other people's approval. So society, how does life look like when we stop being afraid of what anybody else is going to comment on our posts? What does life look like when we become bold and we go out and we can speak our vision, we can feel our vision, we can actually see our vision on a daily basis and not be afraid what anybody else thinks? This is part of the 5%. This is part of going against the grain. What are some ways we can do that? We can get a content schedule, right? What are the days we're going on TikTok? What are the days we're posting on IG? As a matter of fact, in 30 minutes on the dot, I'm about to post my next IG post. I'm about to put up the next IG Dreams to Reality interview with Mr. Michael Music, right? Because we have a schedule. We're getting organized. So it doesn't matter what any pillar looks like. We can go out and make a schedule, right? Finance. You want to build your business? What are 50 ways you can go out and build your business? We can go out. We can throw home events. We can go out to the colleges and start networking. We can go out and start really building new relationships every single day, right? 50 ways that we can go out and attack any pillar of your life. This is the homework for today. 50 ways, right? Start getting on Go Live, creating a consistent schedule on Go Live, getting that live trading account set up, saying, you know what, this month, I'm going to put up 3 products every single day inside of my e-commerce store, right? 50 ways that we can go ahead and beat that block and turn this huge iceberg into ice cubes. I'm going to go running for 30 minutes in the morning, right? For our fitness side. I'm going to read 5 pages of my book in the morning, right? What are 50 ways we can break down this block? And I'm telling you, this month of July, get ready because we're going to be having a lot of abundance, a lot of ka-chings, and a lot of quantum leaps right here coming and on the way. So Dream Team, that's my training for everybody today. Let me just show you, right? I'm not just going to talk about it. Let me just show you. I wrote my 50 this morning too. So IG, give me a second. Go on YouTube if you guys don't want to miss this. Let me show my notes real quick. But listen, a boss will tell you what to do. A leader will show you what to do. So guess what? I got some of my pillars in my life right now. I did the exact same thing. Look, I wrote my 50. I got my 50 ways right here. 50 ways how I'm going to go break down these icebergs. And guess what? You can do these in all different pillars of your life. So this training is not something, all these trainings that I teach you guys, it's not something I'm just getting on here to waste my time to just speak to you. These are things that I'm implementing that we can all do collectively together to continuously grow and create what is called synergy, right? I love to see all the momentum, all the actions moving inside of the group chats, because this is where the magic happens as a team, right? They say teamwork makes the dream work. And to see all rising tides, I'm telling you, this is going to raise all ships. So with that being said, dreamers, that's my training for everybody today. I hope you guys got a little bit of value. If you guys did, go ahead and drop some three. Smash that like button live, because we are jumping to new levels. A lot of great things here and on the way. Dream Team, I love you guys. And nobody told you today, you are powerful, you are amazing, you are a leader, and you are creating miracles, and we are expecting miracles. Let's go out, have an abundant day. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind, we can hold right here in our hand. Let's get to it. It's game time. Dream Team.